This faceless YouTube channel paid me $10,131 in just 19 days. And all I did was post videos about gas prices, which it sounds stupid, but that stupid idea got 3.2 million views, 203 hours of watch time, and over 4,700 subscribers. And the highest viewed video on this channel got 745,000 views, and that paid me $2,726 with an RPM of $3.66. So, in this video, I'm going to teach you how to do this yourself. If you don't know who I am, my name is Romero. I've been doing YouTube automation since 2018. Across all of my YouTube channels, I've made over $2 million in just YouTube ad revenue. But anyways, before we start, I need to explain to you how this works, okay? Because I do YouTube automation completely different than everyone else. And that's because I approach ghost niches. I don't do what everyone else is doing, right? I used to be in celebrity news, top 10 TV shows, and don't get me wrong, those niches do work, yes. But let me show you this. Since I started this YouTube channel about gas prices, I said, cool, now let's do it about factories shutting down. Launched a YouTube channel, and in 8 days, the channel made $2,439. Anyway, since that worked, we were like, cool, let's implement that into our real estate channel. In 90 days, that channel made $14,687. And finally, I said, okay, cool, let's get weirder. Let's do farming and agriculture. That channel ended up making $4,107 in ad revenue. So in total, with this strategy, in 90 days and 4 different YouTube channels, I made over $30,000. And this is gonna piss off a lot of people, but yes, I used AI to make these videos. Sue me. I know there's like a huge wave of people that just like bitching about AI, which by the way, nobody was making content in these niches, right? It was a ghost niche. You know, these AI videos are taking from real creators that show their face. Fuck you. No real creators were making videos in these niches, okay? So go cry somewhere else. Anyways, let me show you guys exactly how to do this, and we're gonna use the gas YouTube channel as an example. The first step is we need to find real, reliable news about gas and gas prices. And for that, I'm gonna do something super clutch. I'm gonna give you my actual prompt, the one that I use for the channel. And in return, all I ask is that you like and subscribe to the channel. I feel like that's a fair trade-off. Anyways, this is the prompt right here. Yes, you're gonna have access to this for free, but first, let me show you how it works, okay? Because it's not just copy, paste, and hope for the best. There is a structure to this. Because for script writing, it is a 4-step process. This is also something a lot of beginners fuck up on. Their prompts to write scripts are super basic, and that ends up getting demonetized, terminated, or they just get completely shadow banned. So if you're someone that doesn't take prompting seriously, pay attention, okay? Just give me 2 minutes, bro. Anyways, what you're gonna see on the doc is this right here. You're gonna start obviously on step number 1, and the first thing you're going to do is edit these 2 things here, which is the start date and the end date, which is going to limit the amount of irrelevant news we're going to get. I want news from March 1st to March 22nd. Once I do that, I'm gonna copy the entire thing, and then I'm gonna open up Claude. Yes, you can use Gemini, you can use ChatGPT, but they suck, okay? Claude is 100% the best script writing and research AI tool that there is out there. There's nothing better. And it's even better if you use the Opus 4.6 model, which yes, okay, it's the most expensive, but it's the smartest. Now, if you're cheap, you can also use Sonnet 4.6, or if you scroll down to models, you can use Opus 4.5. But if you want the best results, Opus 4.6 is what you want to use. Anyways, we're gonna go ahead and paste the part 1 of the prompt, and then we're gonna wait. And there we go. Claude is now providing me with 20 video topics based on news and current events that are happening in the gas world. For example, state watchdog investigating stations for price gouging, which is kind of crazy. So once you find whatever video idea it is that you want to do, go back to the prompt, go to step 2, and then right here in bold, you're gonna see video topic here. Well, you're just gonna erase that and put in that video topic or title that you got from Claude. And then you're just going to copy the entire thing and go back to Claude and just paste it. And what this prompt is going to do is research on the actual topic of, whatever the investigation is with these gas stations. Now this is where everyone messes up. No one does research about a topic. People assume that AI knows everything, which yes, I mean, it does, but it has to be told to search for specific information. So this prompt right here, which is step 2, is instructing Claude to collect all of the information about the topic. Cool? And there we go. Looks like Claude just collected a shit ton of information here for me. You can go through it if you want. I don't really care. I'm just gonna go back to the doc. I'm gonna click on step 3, which is script writing. I'm gonna copy and paste the entire thing and just give it to Claude. Super complicated shit here, boys. As you can see, Claude is cooking, but he's cooking trash because there is still one more step in this, and that's step 4, which is humanizing. Here's another thing a lot of people fuck up on. Claude, ChatGPT, Gemini, doesn't matter what you use, it automatically uses phrases and wording that have clear AI fingerprints. Now, what AI fingerprints are essentially breadcrumbs, right? Or like evidence that you're using AI to write your scripts, which is fine, but YouTube also has their own AI system that reviews and scans scripts. And if it finds too many AI fingerprints, or it can predict what you're going to say next, then you run the risk of getting demonetized or terminated for inauthentic content. Claude did write the entire script for me. It's for at least a 10-minute script, but without looking at it, I'm just gonna go to step number 4, which is humanize, and I'm going to copy paste the entire thing into Claude. Now we just wait. And there we go. Just like that, took me about 5 minutes. This should be a 10-minute script that is very well researched, very well written, and it's kind of like a journalist's hit piece. You know, it's very professional. It's not a typical YouTube script, okay? So from here, we would click copy on the top right, then we would open up a clean Google Doc. We're gonna paste that here, and we can just review it now. We read it, switch some things, change the wording. Now, if you want my 4-step prompt, you can click the link in the description or in the pinned comment. You're going to see the Google Doc link somewhere in the About page here, which coincidentally, it is the perfect opportunity to check out my school community, where you can learn exactly how I've made over $2 million doing faceless YouTube channels and find more prompts exactly like the one I just gave you. Did you guys like that one? That was pretty sneaky, huh? But in all seriousness though, I am the owner of Views for Income, which is one of the biggest YouTube communities in the world. And the reason for that is because when you join, you get a shit ton of things. Number 1, a blueprint step-by-step. And this is for someone that is a fast learner, they don't like watching videos, they just want to see everything from A to Z as fast as possible. That's going to be here. If you go into the tutorial vault, you're going to see over 80 plus video tutorials where I teach you everything. For example, setting up your channel, choosing your niche, finding video ideas, writing scripts, audios and voiceover, editing tutorials, thumbnail tutorials, uploading and optimizing, pretty much my entire workflow. But that's not it, because I also give you a list of handpicked niches, and these niches are not just a random list of like 1,000. Okay, there's at least like 25 in here, and the ones in this list are proven to work. Either I've done them myself, or other members of the community have succeeded in them. You also get free thumbnail PNGs. You get to watch me launch these channels from scratch and see exactly what I did. And as you can see by some of the thumbnails here, I look rough. Sometimes we struggle, okay? But I show everything, the wins and the fails that I've had. And all the way at the bottom, you can also find a module where you can hire my personal editing team and download free background music. But the best part is that I go live every single week, and this is where I speak with you guys directly, answer any questions, review channels, and sometimes these calls can take 4 hours. It just depends how many people join, how many questions I get, all of that. And yes, these live calls are recorded. You can actually find them here. It's a lot. Okay, it's a lot of live calls. So yeah, you could see why it's one of the biggest school communities. We don't fuck around. Yeah, I mean, like for example, if we go to the wins post, we can see Ryan Dang here. Last 90 days, he's gotten 2.5 million views, and that's paid him $15,353. Riley Agramonte here, after failing with 7 YouTube channels, he was finally monetized 24 days ago, making $1,920 with 840,000 views. We have a very famous member in the community. His name's Marcos Vinicius. In the last 30 days, he created 6 YouTube channels, and 4 of them are already monetized. And he dropped the screenshots as proof here. You can see each channel there has made a few $100. But yeah, you get the point, right? If I scroll all the way down, you can see that there is 672 wins in the community. In December of 2025, I sat down and I counted every single win/testimonial in the community. It took me about 2 hours, but in the edited footage, it's 31 minutes, and it showed that members of the community generated over 184 million views and made a total of $556,452 in ad revenue. Now, it could have been more, but that's all I was able to see in the posts and verify myself. But yeah, again, link is going to be in the description of this video or in the pinned comment. You can go ahead and check it out if you want. Now, It's very important that I mention that results are not guaranteed. Yes, I do have a lot of members of my community that got results, but there's also a lot of members that got no results. At the end of the day, it's completely up to you and how much work you put in and how creative you get. And I'm not gonna bullshit you. If you do join my community, just know that results are not guaranteed. I can only teach you the way I did it. But anyways, let's get back to the video. So after you reviewed the script, you made changes to it, and you're fully happy with it, the next step of video production is to create the voiceover. And for that, we're going to use AI, primarily 11 Labs. Now everyone should be familiar with 11 Labs, but if you're not, the link to use it is going to be in the description. Go ahead and create an account. Once you create an account, you're going to see this. From here, what you're gonna do is click on voices. From here, we can see a huge list of voices, okay? All you have to do is hover over it, click play, and you'll be able to hear a little sample of the voice. Now wait, before you pick a voice, hear me out. There's this theory going around, and I actually believe it. So 11 Labs has tiers in their voices, meaning that these 4 audios here with the little black check mark are high quality voices, which means that it costs more to use compared to others without the check mark. Now the theory is that YouTube is more likely to demonetize or hit your channel with inauthentic content for using a cheaper voice. It's not confirmed, but from a business standpoint, it makes sense for YouTube to treat it this way. So I recommend that you choose a high quality voice. Now, the one I use for the gas station channel, I think it's... So anyways, let's listen to these voices and pick one.
What? Sharing kindness is
darkness.
Life on these... The courage to... Life on these streets ain't easy, mate.
That voice is badass. I'm gonna be going with Rob. Now, obviously, you want to pick a serious voice, you know, something that matches the niche. I'm just fucking around. So, once you find the voice you like, again, I'm gonna go with Rob. You're gonna go to the right side and click on the plus sign that says Add to My Voices. Once you do that, it's gonna load for a second, and then you're gonna click on Use Voice. That's going to take you here. On the right side, you can see that you can adjust settings of the voice, like make it faster, stability, similar, the style exaggeration. I'm just gonna leave that for now, go back to my script and copy the first 3 paragraphs. And I'm gonna go back to 11 Labs and paste it right here in the center. Now you can add more of your script, but I like doing little by little. And that's because depending on the voice you choose, it might start going a little bit crazy if you give it too much to read. So once you put, those few paragraphs, you're gonna click on Generate Speech. Let's hear it.
On March 20th, the Division of Petroleum Market Oversight, an independent agency within the California Energy Commission, issued an enforcement bulletin.
Yeah, not bad. So if you're happy with the voiceover and you're happy with what it generated, you're gonna go down here to the bottom right and you're just gonna click on Download. You're gonna see the little pop-up up here that it's in your Chrome downloads. Then we delete the center, go back to our script, and copy paste the next few paragraphs back into 11 Labs. And you do that over and over until the script is fully done. So okay, you know the niche, you know exactly how to write the scripts, and you know exactly how to create the voiceover. The next step is editing. Now this is my least favorite one. I hate editing. In other videos on this channel, when I reveal one of my niches, I always skip the editing tutorial because it's the worst. It takes a very long time. Now, I'm not saying editing takes a very long time, but explaining it and having you understand the concept, you're gonna have to pay me 37 bucks, bro. You can either go on YouTube and get a tutorial from someone else, but I'm not doing it. Fuck that. I've been doing this shit way too long to be sitting here and editing, bro. If you feel the same way, I'm gonna give you some solutions, okay? Solution number 1 is to go to Fiverr.com. And this is where you can hire freelancers from all over the world to work for you. So if you go to Fiverr and you create an account, up here at the top, you're gonna see this little search bar. Click on that and type in video editor. From here, you're gonna see a bunch of different editors. Now, some of them have completely lost their minds. Like, I don't want to call any of them out, but there's some here that charge $80 per minute. If you like my videos and the style of editing of my videos, you are not going to pay $80, okay? That is insane. So we need to refine the search, okay? Let's do YouTube automation. There we go. Much better. $25, $15. This guy's doing $5. Let's click this guy. 25 bucks. Look at this guy. I will do top 10 faceless video, YouTube automation, editing. Okay, cool. Now, you're gonna have to reach out to these guys, right? You click on any of these profiles. Now, what a lot of these guys do is that they package it together. For example, this guy is charging $47.50, and he will do an 8 to 10 minute video with an engaging script, voiceover, and thumbnail. We already did the script and the voiceover, and that took us 10 minutes. And I don't know about you, but I don't know if I would trust these guys. And I'm not talking shit about this guy, right? I'm not at all. I'm just saying, personally, I think I got it. So what you're gonna do is click contact me here at the bottom right. And what you're gonna say is, hey bro, I have a 10-minute video that needs editing only. I do not need the script, the voiceover, and the thumbnail. What is the custom price you can give me? So of course, he should be giving you a pretty extensive discount because he's not gonna be doing the script, voiceover, or thumbnail. I would say that for a 10-minute video, you should not pay more than $25. But also, you shouldn't expect Michael Bay level quality of editing, okay? Just a normal video. Add some transitions, add some filters, whatever, maybe 1 or 2 animations here and there, cool. 25 bucks a pop. Let's do it. Again, that's option 1. But option 2 is doing it yourself. And for that, you can use CapCut, Adobe Premiere Pro, a lot of different things. And it's not that hard, okay? Editing sounds scary. Yes, it could be time consuming depending on what you're making, but it's not really hard. And for this niche in specific, editing couldn't be easier. Now, option 3 is my school community, my actual personal editing team. If you join the group, you can reach out to them and they will do 20 videos a month for $350, which if you do the math compared to the other guy on Fiverr saying that we can get him down to $25 per edit, you would be paying $500 for 20 videos. Here in the community, you have a fully trained team. They already know exactly what to do. They edit my videos, 350 bucks a month. Again, if you don't have a budget like that, fully understandable. Just do it yourself. It's not hard. But moving on to the last step of production, that is the thumbnail, which honestly is probably easier than making the script. Especially nowadays, there's a shit ton of AI tools you can use. I have my own called Vid Ninjas, but there's multiple options out there, okay? All right, I'm gonna be honest. I was going to do a thumbnail tutorial, but I feel like this video is already gonna be super long. It's really hot in my office, so I think I'm gonna end it here. Again, if you wanna learn more about YouTube, you can click the link in the description or my pinned comment. Check out my school community. If you don't give a shit, sounds good. I'll be posting probably next week. And probably then I'll have a thumbnail tutorial and editing.
All right, so I'm currently at my dashboard on smmshiba.com. And do not get confused by the website names. SMM Shiba and SMM Dodge are actually the same website. So all you have to do once you've created yourself an account here is to go on list, click on this category icon, select, and here you want to select something, basically any option that says from with video. So I'm going to choose this one right here, and this should be already fine. 2014, 2017, yeah. Now I'm going to click on buy, confirm, and now you can go onto your product orders and you will see this is pending. All right, the order is now completed. This didn't even take 2 minutes. What you want to do now is you want to copy that ID, and we want to be organized, right? Especially if we have multiple channels, you will not find them again. So make sure to save it somewhere.